Hello, everybody. This week on the podcast, we're replaying a classic episode. Heather would be here with me to tell you about this, but she did not want to appear on camera on account of she's not wearing any makeup right now. I told her I wasn't wearing any makeup either, but she did not seem to enjoy that. We are taking this week off and decided to replay the very first episode of the podcast, the pilot episode. Some of you have been with us since the beginning, but a lot of you are new, so we thought this would be a good way to remind you and remind everybody why we do what we do and to let you know that we're excited to keep encouraging marriages and sharing the gospel in 2026. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode of Carl and Heather Present. Thank you for listening and sharing with your friends. Happy New Year, everybody. And now enjoy this classic replay of the pilot episode of Carl and Heather Present.
Oh, don't you know it's Carl and Heather Present Marriage Podcast.
Today is the big day, episode 0, the pilot episode of Carl and Heather Present.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm excited. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling awesome. I'm glad to have a chance to do this with you.
Yeah, it feels like a lot, like in a good way.
Feels like a big deal.
Yeah.
We've been dreaming about something like this for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think it's because, we're passionate about marriage and helping people with their marriages. But marriage is challenging and it's great and it's beautiful, but it's also really hard.
Has it been hard being married to me?
I feel like that's a trap.
Well,
But I'm going to be honest because that's what we're here to do. And I want to say yes and no. So marriage has been wonderful. It's been joyful. It's been so much fun. And then it's probably stretched me in ways that I could have never imagined, you know?
Yeah.
Do you feel that way?
I think when we got started in marriage, we early 20s, jumped right in, and almost immediately we started having problems.
Yeah.
And we thought we felt like this was not going good.
Right.
Right out of the gate. Mm-hmm. There's just challenges. There's challenges around family relationships, challenges around unmet expectations between you and I, challenges around sex, challenges around the dynamics of even how we communicated to each other. All of those things came up in spades in different ways than they did when we were dating.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think for me, I also felt like everybody else's marriage was great and we were struggling. And so there was not a place to go and talk about it.
Absolutely. And a big part of the reason we're doing this podcast is to normalize conversations about people's struggles and to just name the fact that being married to somebody who's nothing like you is a very, very hard thing to do. And it's a very worthwhile thing to do.
Yeah.
It's worth doing.
Absolutely.
It's so much better than the alternative.
Yeah. And we want to offer the people who are listening hope for them to realize that maybe they were in a place like we were, 25 years ago where they felt like
6 weeks ago.
Right. Or 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Where they felt like, hey, this is it. We got to figure out something or we're going to call it quits on this. Or maybe there are people who are listening and think, man, our marriage is amazing. How do we make it even better? And honestly, babe, there are probably a lot of people who are in between.
Yeah. It's important to say that I'm not an expert on marriage and you're not either. Mm-hmm. We are in the process of experimenting and working things out and trying to make a hard thing great.
Yeah.
And so we're doing that together, but we're not experts.
Yeah.
We're not offering professional advice. We're just offering hope. To our listeners.
Yeah. And we hope that those listeners become friends. We want to make some friends.
Yeah.
Right?
You think people will talk to us in the comments section of our social media platforms?
I hope so.
What will they say?
They'll do it. I don't know. Maybe they'll ask us questions or disagree with something that we say. I don't know. They might comment on the fit.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that, but hopefully they will, and hopefully we'll make some friends and they can reach out to us in a lot of different ways.
What's the best place for people to reach out to us?
Oh man. Okay. There's lots of different places. We've got on Facebook, Carl and Heather.
Okay.
And then we've got TikTok, Carl and Heather.
Yep.
Instagram at heather.carty or at Carl Carty. And Instagram's probably the best place.
Sure.
So you can connect with us on any of those platforms. But, Instagram will be a great
Will
great
there
place.
be a viewer mail or anything like that?
Yeah, I hope so. In making friends, I feel like a friendship is a back and forth dialogue. And so instead of us just being talking heads, I hope that people will engage with us, comment on things that they're like, yeah, I found that to be helpful. Or even if there are places where they think, hey, I disagree with this a little bit, or I have a differing opinion. I think one of the things in our culture today that's prevalent is that we can't have a differing opinion from somebody else and not like be
Treat 'em like
separate
a
or not
monster.
friends. Right.
Yeah.
And so I would love to change that to where we are able to say, hey, yeah, I would like to offer a different insight or a different perspective on that. In addition to that, though, we want to do some celebrations, right?
All right. Okay.
And because this is about marriage,
Right.
So we want to celebrate things that are worth celebrating in marriages. We want to celebrate your wins, and I think one of those wins is anniversaries.
Anniversaries.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say surgeries.
No.
Like different things like that. But,
Anniversaries.
okay. Because I'm getting older.
Yeah, I know. We're in that phase of life. We're thinking about that. No.
So we're celebrating anniversaries. How are we going to do it?
Anniversary shout outs. So if you'll post on social media, we want to give you shout outs when you have an anniversary. We want to celebrate you because every year you say yes to continue growing together toward each other and not in isolation away from each other is a year worth celebrating.
Awesome.
I think we need to celebrate those things. So, and hopefully we'll have some sponsors, right?
Interesting that you bring that up, Heather. This episode of the podcast is sponsored by the Behold Bible Study.
Is it?
A Bible study for women who want to look at Jesus in the midst of chaos in their lives, written by you.
By me. Yeah.
And it's available on heathercarty.com and available on Amazon, the Behold Women's Bible Study.
Yeah. That's it. Thanks, babe.
Yeah,
I appreciate
you're welcome.
that.
You're welcome.
In addition to like having content that we curate to help men and women and people in their marriages, we also want to bring this to churches, to conferences, to events. And so we'd love to come and speak at gatherings that you have, couples nights, anything that you have like that. That would be, a blessing to us. And we hope that would be a blessing to you. So you can reach out to us on carlandheather.com if you're interested in having us come to your church or conference or event.
And here's the whole reason we're doing this together. Our mission is to awaken affection for God and each other. Nobody wants their marriage to fail. That's pretty much true for almost everybody that's married. Being successful in marriage is worth it. And it's also impossible to accomplish without Jesus at the center. So we want to awaken affection for God because we know that first affection for him and his son, Jesus, and realizing that through Jesus and through Jesus alone do we have the power to be successful in marriage. And so that's what this is about, putting Jesus at the center. And we want to do that with you guys. I want to do that with you.
Yeah.
We're going to do it together.
Yep.
That's what Carl and Heather Present is about. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Together's better.
Together's better.